Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Great to be with you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's great to be with you. Our master topic, as you guys know, for the week, but I'll let you know because this is the last day we're on that topic, which is the power of prudence, making wise choices in a fast-paced world. Series 40, Series 3, Show 42, and we are on episode number 7. All right, we'll tell you about the granular topic for the night, but why don't you guys go grab something like a tasty, delicious beverage, maybe a healthy snack like some fruits, nuts, dates, prunes, or maybe not a healthy snack, maybe like a chocolate, maybe some cookies, maybe some sweets or cake or something like that, or candy, and hurry on back. All right, definitely hurry on back. That is really important, ladies and gentlemen. Very important to understand. And I hope you guys will definitely appreciate what it is we're doing here, because we're doing a lot of great stuff. And so I hope that you guys will definitely, check out all this amazing stuff that we have here. And I think you guys are going to really love, what it is we're doing, because we're doing some, when I say amazing stuff, we're doing some amazing stuff here. So definitely go get whatever you got to go get. I'll be right here. So definitely, check all that out. And it's important that you guys come back and learn all this wonderful, great stuff that I have to share with you guys. So hurry on back. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to get the show kicked off while you figure out what it is you're going to eat or drink. Again, my name is Mr. John C. Morley, and welcome to Inspirations for Your Life, where we unlock the secrets to living a more fulfilled and empowered life. I'm your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, podcast coach, and also a coach. In today's episode, we're diving into a fascinating world of decision making by exploring the critical distinction between prudence and mere caution when it comes to navigating life's complexities, understanding how to balance bold stances and thoughtful actions against unnecessary hesitancy can make all the difference in life. So we're going to discuss a lot about how to avoid the pitfalls of, being overly cautious while embracing a prudent mindset that allows for calculated risks and growth. I'll guide you through the nuances of making better choices that can propel you forward in both your career and your personal life. So whether you're a business leader aiming to elevate your organization or someone seeking personal growth, this episode is packed with insights that will help you transform indecision into purposeful action. All right, got a little tongue-tied there, purposeful action. So let's break it down with the essential points helping you master the art of prudent decision making. All right. So proactive versus reactive approach. Are you taking charge of your future or merely reacting to situations as they arise? We'll explore how a proactive mindset shapes the success by anticipating challenges and crafting strategies that make a difference. Learn to spot opportunities while addressing risks head on instead of, letting circumstances just dictate your path. I think that's a very important thing for a lot of people, but they don't quite get it until they're stuck in a situation, right? So I think that's definitely an important thing I want to share with you. And I know you're probably saying to me, "Hey, John, like, how does this all work? What does it mean?" And I think it's pretty cool that we can do these really amazing things here. And so this topic this week is one of my favorites. I like all our topics, as you guys know, but I really have enjoyed this topic a lot. So are you taking charge, or are you just reacting to situations as they pop up? So risk assessment. Risk taking isn't inherently bad. It's the failure to assess risk properly that leads to some interesting things like trouble, right? So we have to know that we are assessing it properly. We're going to dive into the methods for weighing the potential benefits against the risks so you can make informed decisions that are neither reckless nor paralyzed by fear, discovering the balance between courage and caution, and when to push forward despite uncertainties. So a lot of times we need to gather data, right? And this data is so that we have an understanding of where we are, um, where we were, and where we're going in life. I think those are very, very important things. And I think a lot of times most people don't quite get it. Like they don't quite understand like what this is about. And I have to tell you that it's about some really, really cool stuff. And it's that you have the power to change. You have the power to change. That's really something that's priceless. But a lot of people don't realize that their mind can change, right? They don't realize their mind can change. And so I think a lot of people don't quite understand that, but it's something that's really, really cool. So knowing what things are like and understanding to be proactive is something that's very, very important. And I know you're probably saying, hey, how does this work? I think the most important thing I can share with you is that you've got to be someone who has at least anticipated for some things, right? Decision making. Everyone has a different decision making style. Maybe you tend to overthink every decision, or are you too quick to act? So it's important to find that sweet spot by integrating both intuition and logic in your decision making process and making choices that are guided by a combination of wisdom, experience, and careful analysis will lead you to better outcomes. So impacting your growth innovation is a key in life. But a lot of people, they miss this whole step. Yeah, they miss this whole step. You're probably saying, well, how or why? And I think it comes down to the fact that most people don't know that they actually have more on board than they give themselves credit for. So without a calculated risk, growth, innovation stagnate. And so real-time examples of how businesses and individuals can embrace prudent risk-taking to drive significant progress is important to understand, such as, when you do something, why you do something, where you do something. I think that's a very, very interesting. So I think a lot of people don't quite get it. And so I think the most important thing for you is to understand, what is going on in your life. Okay. And so I know you're probably saying, hey, like, what's going on or why is this happening? But it's to wake you up so that you can become a better version of yourself. So entrepreneurs every day face crossroads. They face challenges. They explore cases where distinguishing prudence from mere caution has made all the difference. And so it could be stories about fear. It could be stories about, lots of different things. But, what is it to you that prudence means? Prudence means that you have the ability to make decisions. You have the ability to make decisions. Okay. And so if you have the ability to make decisions, then maybe you can actually affect your outcome. Well, actually, you can affect your outcome. It's that you have to give yourself, you have to give yourself some credit first. A lot of people don't. They're always like thinking they can't do something. And, like Henry Ford said, if you believe you can, you're right. If you believe you can't, you're also right. So these are very important things that I want to share with you. And I think most people don't quite get it until they find themselves into a big challenge, right? A crossroad for you might be, changing your career, might be changing your relationship, might be going back to school. And so a lot of times we get fears, which are false evidence appearing real. Fears aren't real. And so if we take a calculated risk based on what we know now, what we knew in the past, and what we anticipate in the future, we can make a pretty good, guess about where we should go. But it comes from a feeling, but it's not the only thing we make a decision on. Our feeling is not the only thing we make a decision on. So emotions can either cloud judgment, right? Emotional intelligence, So understanding emotional awareness to inform rather than control your decisions is important. Understanding the role of emotional intelligence is something that most people do not get in their life. And the reason they don't get it is because they've never been in this path before, right? They've never been here before. And that doesn't mean that it's bad or that it's wrong or anything like that. It just means that right now in your life, you haven't crossed that point. You haven't crossed where, you're actually starting to learn. And I think that's a challenge for a lot of people that, that they want to learn, but then for some reason they can't because they psych themselves out, right? That is probably the most important thing that I can tell you about is that whole concept. The concept that people have a lot more potential than they give themselves credit for. Okay? A lot more potential than they give themselves credit for. That is probably the most important thing that I can share with you is that whole concept. I think that's a big I think that's a pretty big thing. And so you might be wondering, like, hey, why is that happening, or why is this going a certain way? And so maybe you're lost, maybe you're stuck, and you could be stuck because of a certain condition that's happened, right? And this condition that's happened to you might be something that has, gotten you to be on a certain level, right? And this level might be something that might impact you, right? It might impact you. And so I want to tell you, it's important. It's very, very important. It's important that you embrace what it is, who you are, and what it is you want to go toward, right? That is probably the most important thing that I can share with you is that whole concept. The concept of the fact that you as a person need to be someone that understands where you're going, why you're going a certain way. Okay? And you might be saying to me, "Hey, John, like, I have no idea like what it means to be that way." And so when I say what it means to be that way, I mean you may not understand. You may not get where things are going. You may not understand what it means to be a certain way. Okay? And it's not a bad thing. It just comes down to the fact that you are someone that might maybe be doubting yourself. And so doubting yourself can have a very, very big impact on what's happening in your world. Okay. Something that's happening in your world is something that a lot of people, they don't quite get it. And the reason they don't get it is for one main reason. And that reason is that people, okay, people sometimes get lost in their paths of life. Okay. And they're getting lost for one reason, because they don't have belief in themselves. This is what's key in life, ladies and gentlemen. It's key that you believe who you are in life. I mean, this is so very, very key in life, that you get what things are about. And if you get what they're about, then your life is going to transform. It's going to change, and it's going to be very remarkable. Then another point I want to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen, is long-term versus short-term. Immediate comfort or lasting success is a big difference. So understanding that prudence will allow us to be somewhat cautious, but it will allow us to take some risks based on some data we've gathered. And it doesn't base its decision 100% on emotions. So we can evaluate our choices and see how they shape our future. If we don't like where we're going or where we are right now, then we can change it. And if we change it, we can actually be in a much better place very soon. Because where you are today is basically attributed to all the thoughts you had before today. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your evening, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to catch you guys real soon on another Inspirations for Your Life show. Tomorrow we'll have a brand new master topic. I'll catch you real soon. And I can't wait to see you again. But do check out BelieveMeChief.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations, everyone. Take care. Be well.